Stop! Stay where you are! It can't be true. How did it get here? That rascal got what he deserved. I hope he's broken something too. Sometimes even the slightest detail can be important, but I can't see anything. Sometimes... Just you wait. I'll get you. He's gone. I wonder how I will explain this to my superiors. He didn't break his leg, but at least the photography session is over. The journalist tried to take as many photos as he could, but he didn't have as much time as I. Some of the pieces are missing. Pity. I could have put them together again. It wasn't his fault. Quite the contrary. If I had taken his advice, I wouldn't have to explain to my superiors how the photos of the crime scene got into the newspaper. Two hours is plenty of time. I'd rather find some clues, as they'll be fresh. A hand-rolled cigarette. I don't really know much about it, but I don't think this is usual cigarette paper. I wonder what an experienced smoker would think of it. Some of them are 300 years old. Fascinating. I can't see anything suspicious. If someone wanted... The attack was aimed at a specific... How many photos did he manage to take? It wasn't away for long. Anyway, he must have known he would lose it. He didn't even try to take it. Every detail. I doubt he'll return for it, but I do wonder how many pictures he managed to take with him. The glass plates are missing, so he must have taken them. He had this all planned. Being in the murderer's shoes, I'm not going to touch it. I might destroy The murderer must have been covered in blood, but I can't see any solid evidence. He certainly didn't touch the pump. I notice you are no stranger to the smoker's habits.
Well, I picked up a bit over the years, sir.
But are you also familiar with cigarette papers?
The cigarette won't let you rest, will it, sir?
I examined it under the magnifier, and it seems to me that the paper it is wrapped in is somewhat strange. But I might be wrong. That is why I'm asking you.
Can I see it, sir?
Certainly.
It is unusual, you're right, sir. One has to pay for higher quality goods. But some people are content with anything what comes into their hands. Newspapers are popular, for instance. They say it tastes better, sir, but I prefer the usual soft paper. Sorry, I can't tell what this cigarette is made of, sir.
But obviously it's not newspaper.
Indeed, sir. Unroll it, sir. Maybe you'll find out more then.
Thank you for the advice, but that would destroy it. Maybe later.
As you think, sir.
I think it's high time to return to the police station now. The chief inspector will most likely be back, and he might be interested in what's going on. He uses an unusual cigarette paper. I don't want to destroy the only evidence now, but I'll have to unwrap the cigarette later. Detective Sergeant Briscoe. Yes, that's me. Put me through, please. Good day, sir. I have several reports. The tomb of a noble family has been destroyed, but that is not the worst part at all. The body of the deceased Sir William has probably been stolen, and... Exactly, sir. The coffin is empty. Yes, sir, I'm totally aware it is not an ordinary robbery, but I have even more news. The gravedigger was murdered. I tried to call you, but you weren't in. So I went to do the preliminary examination of the crime scene, and I secured some evidence. Yes, sir. Of course, I understand the priorities. But the murder was committed in a very brutal way. The local vicar knows about the incident, but now that you bring it up, I'm afraid an intrusive journalist managed to take a picture of the gravedigger's corpse. I don't know how it happened, but we should be ready to face certain results. The Courier, some local sheet. Of course, I realize that my career depends on that. That's why I'm asking you to entrust the case to me. I won't disappoint you, sir. You can trust me. Thank you very much for your confidence. Goodbye. That was close. That damned journalist will cause nothing but trouble. Brutality attracts people like the light attracts moths. But this is my case, and it's going to be big. And once it erupts, I'll be ready.
With Brian, you never know what's going to happen. He said a deluxe place. It'll be the same with money. I bet he has none. After all, it wasn't so bad. I stink like a horse, but I can handle that. Brian, anchor's up. I'm not going to tolerate this anymore. I'll wake him up by firing a cannon if I have to. If I had one.